You gonna say something?
You the one start the show.
You gonna start with your glasses on? Hey, it's Wednesday. Welcome to another episode of the Marriage Go Round Podcast. Baby, what is that? What is that?
It's my popcorn bucket.
Did you have that much popcorn for breakfast today?
No, I just wanted the commemorative movie bucket of popcorn.
Are you promoting this movie?
No.
Okay.
But it was a great movie.
And everybody knows what it is because you showed the picture.
I showed the picture. I didn't show the title.
Oh, so I wonder if they wonder what it is.
Well, people who've never seen the movie franchise wouldn't know what it is.
Where would they have been living to not have seen it? What is
Under
this, number
rock.
7?
Under a rock.
Okay, well.
10.
It's number 10?
Under a rock. Under a rock.
Rock. What's up, you guys? Welcome to another amazing episode of the... I got to get some water. The Marriage Go Round Podcast.
Want to make yourself useful since you're sitting down here watching us like this? Man, I thought you was going to be in the room or something.
We have a special guest
watching.
who's here in the room with us. This is our first time having a live studio audience. I hope that we can make her laugh. But meanwhile, she's been quite helpful. We had some technical difficulties, and she helped us out with that. Anyways, this is the Marriage Go Round Podcast with Tanjareen and CT. I'd like to shout out the people who were in here before we got started. Thank you so much. I just want to peel off that logo. Kenna King was in here a couple hours early. She said, we ready. Hashtag Team Tanjareen. Hashtag Team Reen. Jordan Taylor, always one of the first to be in here, says this is going to be an epic marriage go round. Thank you, Jordan Taylor. Autumn Reed says, want to read it? It's probably darkness falls across the land. The 4 p.m. hour is close at hand. Viewers scroll in search of advice. It's MGR with CT and Tanjareen. Oh, so nice. Yay! Autumn Reed coming through with lyrics every episode now. I love it. Rattler Steve says it's Wednesday, so you know what that means. Marriage Go Round, can't wait. Natasha Luxuries is in here. Ashley White is in here. T Hawk with the applause. Do you want to play a game, face ass? He knows the movie High Green Ranger. The title was shown, LOL. Plus, the mascot for that movie is iconic. Ashley White said, I don't know what you're talking about. Team Reed and Team CT all day. Smooth is in the building. What's up, Omari Smooth Spinner? So just let you guys know what kind of show this is. Was that delicious, baby?
So good.
And this was a really nice cup, actually.
I told you.
That's You did. I'm not mad at that. I had to get rid of a couple of his tumblers to get this new one in the house, and I didn't know what it was going to look like. I like it. Anyways, let's see. Ashley White is letting you guys know the rules. Remember to keep the questions relationship related. This is the Marriage Go Round Podcast. Thank you so much. So I'm so glad you're enjoying that.
I am a Pepsi guy, ladies and gentlemen. I am not a Coke guy. You understand? Pepsi's the best. Well, Faygo Cola is the best, and then it's Pepsi. But I don't expect y'all to know about Faygo.
Faygo is Midwest.
They have it down south in some places, but
so it's a hood drink.
It's a Detroit
hood-based
drink factory.
Hood drink. Faygo's a hood drink is all I heard. All right, Green Ranger says the commemorative cup go hard though.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
It does, because they could see it when you sipped it. Okay, great. So they got Faygo in here.
See? South
North Carolina. All right, you guys, let's get started with the theme song, because I know he's expecting us to have a good time with that. You ready, baby? Because I know we haven't done the choreography in about a week, but I know it's instilled in you at this point.
Yeah.
And you're ready.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Baby, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let me get my, let me take a sip of my.
Take your time. Drink the whole bottle. Don't rush to do that.
Baby, I know you really are ready.
Yes, this is all I've been waiting on. I said, man, I cannot wait to do the theme song. I didn't want to do the show. I just want to do the theme song.
So we can log off after this.
Here we go.
Here we go.
You want no more water?
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. 5, 6, 7, 8. Because merry things and things are rock. Merry things and things are rock. The real relationship podcast. Block out. Babe, that was perfect. That was perfect.
Man.
Oh, I love you so much.
Do you want to play a game? That's how I feel. I just saved my own life doing something that I didn't want to do. That's how you do it.
That's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
That is a perfect analogy.
Jigsaw, baby.
Great theme song. As always, Jordan Taylor says you're getting applause and 1 million out of 10. Thank you guys. Fresh braids and the chain. OCT trying to show out today. Yeah, he's looking good. He tucks it a little bit.
I keep it tucked. I don't I don't want to just. Is that a pause? Is that a pause?
I mean,
I have to think about that.
The pause people keep it tucked.
I like I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I keep it tucked. You know what's funny about that? What you said, the
What?
boss people keep it tucked. I don't think any man that was a little boy ever didn't try that at least once. Yeah, because it's like you'd be like, oh.
I would love to see y'all on that Kevin Hart game show. We'll let Kevin Hart know. That's a big pause.
That's a big pause. Right, that's good enough. That's a good enough. That's a big pause. You gotta know.
Oh, that's so funny.
People gotta tell you. What you been up to?
Well, let's see.
Don't start with yesterday. What you been up to since last week? I won't start with
yesterday. Saturday, I had a show.
You performed stand-up comedy.
I did. I had a couple shows last week. I had one. I feel like I had one the night of our show. Okay. We both went. We did a show in Redondo Beach. I posted the pictures from that. We had a great time.
That was Starboard last Wednesday.
Yeah, I think that was last Wednesday. And then that a couple days later, Saturday, I had a show.
Yeah.
It was very close to our house. It was standing room only.
Congrats.
Beautiful lighting. The crowd really was rocking with me. I have put a couple of quick clips of it on my Patreon for my Tanjareen members. So you guys can laugh at that.
Patreon.
Actually, no, that's the clip from Wednesday. I didn't put anything from Saturday yet. I'll give you guys something from Saturday. Anyways, Sunday,
my dad was a Pepsi
sketches.
Guy. So that's all I'm a Pepsi guy.
Aw,
every time my dad would come home or we'd be riding around, he had a Pepsi. And it just looked, you know how other people's stuff just looked so good? Like, I didn't start liking waffles until my older sister, who was visiting, made some waffles. You remember this on Vaughn? So she had made some waffles. She made some waffles and she had smothered them with butter. I had never seen them like that. I had only seen them made in a toaster. You know what I mean? So I don't want no hard ass waffle. So she made the waffles super soft and buttery, and she had the syrup. And I wasn't trying to be rude, but I just kept staring at the waffles because I was in shock. And then, people don't like you staring at their food. So she looked at me and she was like, here. And I was like, all right. And I destroyed them. And from that point on, I love waffles. But as you were saying, so the show Saturday, you had beautiful lighting, incredible. You'll put some of the clips on your Patreon for the Tanjareen members.
Will put some for Saturday. I put some from the Wednesday show. Then Sunday, you shot some new sketches that they have to look forward to.
Yeah, they're all scheduled. Just dropped one today, Sebastian the Assassin on YouTube. My Facebook, I personally won't be posting on for a while, but I'm dealing with a company. They posting. So it's not me.
Are you supposed to say that?
Well, I'm on your page.
Okay,
I'm not on my page.
And then Monday, I can't remember what I did Monday besides picketing. And the first day back for the actors strike in the negotiation table with the studios. And then they're back again today for day 2 of the second part of it. And I met some great people on the picket line, including Michael Ealy with his adorably attractive self, Ernie Hudson, a bunch of great people. But yesterday for Taco Tuesday.
No. We're not starting there. I haven't even gone over my week. And beyond that, so Tanjareen meets a lot of her fellow actors that are in the union. I'm also in the union, but I strike through Tanjareen. And she meets a lot of, strike through you.
I want them to pay you through me then. Because when you get back to work and I get this new deal for us, I want all the perks.
You get all the perks.
Jobs. I want all the residuals. I want all the health care. I want all the revenue stream share.
Why would you need double health care?
Baby, I want everything. Because, they always make you have a copay and a deductible and all that. I want everything to be 100% covered because
you smell amazing. Let me start there. Number 2, do you not appreciate the life insurance that I have on you?
I mean,
I won't even know if it's any good
until one of us dies.
I hope neither of us.
We don't have any reviews on it for ourselves until we need it.
I hope neither of us ever has to cash that in. In the meantime, last week, since the show, I remember nothing before Saturday. So Saturday happens, and I had 4 shows, 3 at the Comedy Magic Club in Hermosa Beach, which were amazing. I worked on some new jokes. And then I went to the Long Beach Laugh Factory, headlined it. My boy London Brown, aka Uncle Marvin from. Oh, sorry. Anyway, he was on the show with me. I didn't say the show. I just said his character. So anyway, we performed. He hosted, and I was so funny. It was crazy.
You always are.
I am always funny. And let me tell you something. Bless you. Bless you again.
Thank you.
Let me tell y'all something as an audience. On stage, even when I am not getting the response from the audience that I deserve, I'm still hilarious. And it's a gift.
Humble.
the humility stops with stand-up. I'm very humble in every other form of my life. That's not true. So my older sister, give y'all a heads up. I've said this before, but it's different saying it when she's here. So you remember when I was in the House of Comedy?
Yes.
All right. So Coco's House of Comedy in Detroit, which has since been closed. There's a comedian named Martez, great guy. He tells my sister, he's like, yeah, we're looking after your little brother and everything like that. But, he's kind of arrogant, kind of cocky. And my sister starts laughing and she's like, comedy has nothing to do with it. He's always been like this. He would be like this if he was working at McDonald's. As a matter of fact, he was like this when he worked at McDonald's.
Hilarious.
And I was like, thank you so much. Like, rarely do you get a chance for people to defend you. And it was incredible that it happened. I digress. What are you doing?
Looking at your muscles.
So that happened Saturday. Sunday, I had another show at Comedy and Magic. It was great. And then my sister got in town and we watched a reality show on Max. I think it's on OWN or something too. But it's called Love and Marriage Detroit. Yo, this show was incredible. Aside from that, Tuesday, thank you, Jordan Taylor. Let's catch up on some comments.
Oh, just the ones about you?
Well,
They were blessing me for my sneeze. Green Ranger said I sneeze like Jerry the Mouse.
Who is Jerry? Oh, Tom and Jerry. Got it.
Oh, yes, CT, you're definitely hilarious and gifted. That's definitely God-given talent right there. It's making folks laugh. Bless y'all.
Where are the nudes? Anyway,
agree.
Tuesday.
I've instructed her not to send you nudes.
The fact that you cock blocked that hard on some nudes.
I'm blue blocked for
crazy.
Sure.
So
they hating if they say you aren't, Lexi Lex says.
They are hating if they say aren't. Thank you so much. Because Lexi Lex and Green Ranger have seen me perform live now twice. Yeah. And so Lexi, let me hit you with this. You see the difference from when y'all came to Detroit when I was at Burt's the first time to when you came to see me this past May as far as rhythm. Because when I saw y'all in August that year, I hadn't performed in like months because it was the pandemic. Anyway, yesterday we had a couples game night here at the house where we had a couple of our couple friends, and it was so much fun. Oh my goodness, so much great energy. I didn't have anybody here that I did not just love.
It was beautiful. And it was great because it was a mixture of our friends who didn't already know each other. So yeah. I had name tags for people, and it was great for them to get to know each other. And the last group of people left at 3:30 in the morning.
Kept us awake. I didn't wake up today till 12:30.
Yeah, but I woke up early and I'm very tired right now. But I had a great time. You'll see the live stream is on my Facebook and Instagram, and I'm going to post the pictures and the album on Facebook and Instagram as well. Let's get into the relationship portion of the show, shall we?
Pepsi is good.
Great time. You need a sponsorship from
I do. I've been wanting a sponsorship, but you know what's funny? So my dad drank Pepsi, but my uncle JR, rest his peace. He didn't die from Coke product. I mean, from Pepsi products, but he was a Mountain Dew guy, and I used to be like, ugh.
My ex, the one who knew how to sew, loved Mountain Dew. Could drink a 2-liter like that.
That was never my thing. Also, because I'm from Detroit, so our version of Mountain Dew from Faygo was Moon Mist, which was way better than Mountain Dew. And I was like, ugh, Mountain Dew.
Oh, a guy Trip says, fresh out of the barber's chair. Sorry, I'm late. Paid a late tax. Check both cash apps.
Oh, he out here like that, though. He out here like that with the cash app. What do you do?
We didn't even get into the
Thank
Thank
you,
God Trip. And thank you, Ashley White, for letting me know to check the cash app.
Hey,
hey, we got to love this.
Yo, God Trip.
Love this. He sent both of us a nice little $25. God Trip. These kisses are just for you, God Trip. Mwah, 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 mwah. Let me hold you. CT hugs from you. All right, let's see. 3:30. Oh no, my body would not like me.
Same.
Thank you, Reggie Williams, greatest couple in the world.
Yo, Reggie makes me laugh. Yeah, you only miss the theme song, guy.
I wanted to tell you.
Look at your boy. Moon Mist is definitely better than Mountain Dew. Telling you.
We don't have Moon Mist out here, but Lexi Lex says you were more relaxed this time when you performed, but funny both times. We enjoyed both of your shows.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm telling you, when I don't get to, during that pandemic, it was crazy because I wasn't able to be on stage as normally as I am. And I'm in a rhythm right now that's just bananas.
Unstoppable. All right, I'm gonna read 2 memes, then we're gonna get into a couple of the questions that were asked in the Marriage Go Round room in my Discord, which you can join for free so that you can be a part of Team Tanjareen. And then I see somebody's in the green room. This is one of the only relationship podcast that I've ever seen where both of the couple is a comedian, an actor, a content creator. They go live with their audience. They take questions live with the audience, and they let you get on camera to ask your relationship questions or give your relationship suggestions. So if you would like to be a part of the show and be on camera, click the link in the description above, below, or beside the video you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, like this person I'm looking at right here.
I only like the Mountain Dew Baja Blast. I agree. I agree. That Baja Blast, woo! It's like light skin Pepsi.
Back to relationships. Here we go. This is from an Instagram page that we like to look at on Wednesdays because they post funny, anonymous advice questions from their viewers. This one came in today. It says, listen carefully. I meant it when I proposed to my wife, Lori, last year. I really felt she was the one for me, but I don't like her anymore. After 6 months of marriage, I can't breathe. Every time I come home, she's there. While dating her, I could leave her and just have my tiny studio apartment to myself. Being married to her makes me feel crowded. Everything she did before was so alluring. Her smile, her body, the way she smells. Now I can't loathe her presence. I told her that I don't find her attractive anymore, and I think we should have an open marriage. I was honest. I told her about her coworkers that I've been flirting with, and that we want to see where it goes. Lori was furious, and she cried. The next day she said, variety can make us appreciate each other more.
Uh-oh.
Lori stopped coming home, and I thoroughly enjoyed her coworker. Then my mother called in tears, telling me that my dad left her for Lori. I called Lori. You can laugh out loud. It's fine. You're the studio audience. I was in shock. Her, yep, I'm effing him. I'm going to give your dad a son he can be proud of. Lori destroyed my family. How to fix this? At least, how can I get revenge? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Oh, my goodness.
First of all, my first thought is, what a great time for my father to no longer be with us.
You think I would mess with your father?
I don't put anything past anybody.
Oh my gosh.
It's like if a woman scorned can destroy your soul. She knows how to hurt you. Second thing is like, man, he really went hard on this woman. Like that was her only revenge. Like he said so many evil things about her.
And it's only 6 months into the marriage. You meant it when you proposed. You married her, and then with this 6 months, you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna find her attractive anymore. I want my space back. I'm tired of the way she breathes. Like she didn't do anything wrong. Yeah,
that's crazy. I feel like there could have been other solutions.
Clearly, they could have been.
What he did is he forgot that she had the keys to hurt him.
Ooh, that part.
He was walking around invincible.
And you would never think it's coming that way.
That's why it's so beautiful.
Wild, damn. And she didn't red rum you? Exactly, because Rattler Steve said everybody gotta die. At that point, everybody gotta die.
His dad left his mother for his wife. Not in the wildest Tubi movie have I seen that.
She went low to the pits with that revenge. Yes, she did.
A son, he can be proud. Then you just attacked my emotions even further.
Rattler Steve said, ooh, I read this one today. Crazy. Latasha Luxury says, not she's there. Plot twist. Must be talking about this the young lady that is laughing on the couch. Yeah. I swear I thought I saw something similar on a Jerry Springer episode one time. You might have. Dang. Okay, where is this one? Yeah, they made a mistake and should have divorced quickly. That has to be made up. Tyler Perry made that scenario meme. I don't know, Reggie Williams.
I would like to see it as a movie.
Were they living in that studio apartment? That's what I was wondering, because he said he missed his studio apartment, but I wonder if he moved her in, because you will get sick of your spouse in a studio apartment, especially if you've never lived with anybody before that.
Yeah, we had a friend who got with this young lady. Young lady, sweet as pie. They were living in the studio, and she ended up taking a job in a different city. And they was gonna make a little long distance work, and she started making some money
because she took the job in another city so they can stack their bread.
And we all knew that was not going to be the case, because once she got out from that poverty situation, she saw better and wanted better, and she's a great catch. And they were doing a long distance thing, and then she extended that contract, and that's when I knew it was about to be a wrap, and I was correct. It's a wrap. They broke up.
Yeah.
But she's still our friend as well, and I wish nothing but the best for her.
Uh-oh.
He's got no problem finding girls, but
You
She
think
was
has a
perfect.
problem?
No,
Oh,
absolutely
okay.
not.
So yeah, she probably got somebody up there.
She's one of those women that she could be with anybody.
You attracted to her, CT?
Oh, she's beautiful.
Okay, good to know.
I mean, you couldn't bring her home.
She's so tiny.
Yeah.
You just like her because she's thick.
Yeah.
Autumn Reed says Lori is already a goddess of the petty universe. He can never get revenge. She destroyed his entire family tree.
Yeah.
Facts. And she said, I'm going to give your father the son he could be proud of.
Which is going to make me hurt worse. Being like, wait a minute, he's not proud of me? Like, that's how I think.
Y'all, what y'all been talking about behind my back?
I hate him. He's the worst. He never amounted to anything. Like, man, this is psychological warfare.
Tierra said he brought that on himself. That's not what she signed up for, and he just decided to change all the terms. That is true. Deanna said he didn't think he had to live with her when they were married. Yeah, let's see how your daddy like me. That's good. That's great. Of course we're married, Mr. Saunders. It says it on the screen. All right, we'll read one more, and then we'll get to our people in the green room.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. I thought it was a good one. This one says, also from the Instagram page, 6 Brown Chicks. I always want to give credit where credit is due. Sean is top tier baby daddy material. We mess around sometimes, but I know he has other women, and I may not be his number one. I know he cares about me because he brings me potbelly sandwiches when he comes over. That's a sign of love. He's the closest thing to a boyfriend that I've got. I want to have his baby, but he always wears condoms with me. I'm 34 and I want his baby before it's too late for me. I got him drunk and straddled him. He participated, I think. Then he passed out. He remembers it vaguely. Well, he didn't give me a baby, but he did give me an STI. My medicine makes me sick, so I haven't finished it. And frankly, it doesn't stop my vag from burning. It's painful to pee. Sean came through with potbelly, but I refused him because I'm on fire and my meds aren't working. How do I let him know he burned me without revealing what I did to him? Help, ASAP.
First of all, you burned yourself. That's number one. Number two, that's crazy.
She burned herself. And she sexually assaulted this man.
That's illegal.
It's illegal.
That's illegal.
And it lets her know, like she knew, he sees other people. And he's sitting on something.
Stop taking your meds.
Because they made her not feel good. They made her not.
You better finish that little 7 days like a champ. How dare you, ma'am? You just want to burn it. Also, apparently, for him not to be burning is wife.
Green Ranger said, I don't think you should have read that when she assaulted that man.
Yeah,
hey, she put it up there and she called his name, Sean. What that lady did was rape, especially if that person was drunk and he wasn't thinking clearly. Exactly. She got instant karma for trying to trap that man. Exactly. Oh my goodness. On to the next episode of What Red Flags. Yep. Potbelly sandwiches is already wild.
What are potbelly sandwiches?
I don't know. I thought you would know because you eat meat. I don't know.
So everybody who eats meat just knows the name and titles of every sandwich?
I mean, yeah. It's a sub place.
Oh, Potbelly. That's the name of the restaurant.
Because it was lowercase. Like I thought Potbelly, didn't they talk about Potbelly in Trading Places? When he worked
That's pork bellies.
Oh, okay. So I just assumed potbelly was just some kind of beef or something, and you just slice it up and put it on a sandwich. I don't know. Okay. She got what she wanted. That's really low. I wish people really said what they wanted and accepted when people said no. Yeah, no means no, ladies and gentlemen.
Sheesh.
She probably felt bad for what she did. Of course she did. I think it's a sandwich shop. Okay, so people from Detroit are saying potbelly is a sandwich shop. All right, so I just want to share those with you. Let's get to some people that are in the green room, but I also have a couple questions. Lexi Lex left a great question in the green room. Emperor Kev left a great, I'm not a green room, in the Discord, and so did Emperor Kev. So don't forget.
No. Before we bring the people in from the green room, let's answer all the questions. Because every time we talk to the people in the green room,
it takes a while. Yes, you're right.
We also get distracted by what they're telling us, which I love, but I want everybody to be serviced.
Okay, great. I just didn't want to, okay. Emperor Kev was from a few days ago. Lexi Lex asked, question, what are some good, let me get this off the screen. What are some good, healthy exercises that couples or people in the talking stage can do to make expressing feelings, emotions, and concerns easier? What are some good exercises, healthy exercises that couples or people in the talking stage can do to make expressing feelings, emotions, and concerns easier?
21 questions. 21 Questions is a game that I had always played with every girl I've ever been on a date with, and it makes it easy to ask everything you ever want to know about somebody deep, surfacey, personal, non-personal, all of that. If you just add, it's like a firing round. Like you ask something, they ask something, back and forth, back and forth. So if you're wanting to share your feelings, do that. Like, how do you feel about me? How do you feel about this? What do you not like so far? And I think it's one of those things that you both can do it, and you'll learn if the person is a deflector or not. Well, you said that I don't like that you did. You're like, oh, here we go.
And we hadn't even talked about the answer, but I was thinking something similar. I want to recommend icebreaker cards. You can get them from wherever you buy games, board games, or of course on that online store that has everything. But icebreaker cards come in different categories, some for dating, some for family. They also have a lot of different other name brands of conversation cards. And if you, on your first date, you pull out a card, or even if you've already been seeing a person, you pull out a card, you ask the question, what's the thing you're most proud of? What's the thing that embarrassed you growing up? How was it like with your parents? Like, these questions are really good and deep. Some of them are fun. What's the most favorite place you went on vacation? Or where would you like to go on vacation? Or, what's the thing that makes you the happiest? Whatever. These questions, because you might, on 21 questions, you got to think of your own questions. But if you have these conversation starters, they have the questions for you. So we both say the same thing. Ask questions. I hear a lot of walking around. What's going on? Okay. I got to find those cards.
I found a receipt. Did you see the receipt for the chips?
Yes, I set it next to the chips. Thank you, baby. You so funny, the way you change subjects.
I already said what's on my mind, why it's on my mind, or else I'm going to forget.
I see. Green Ranger says all the pervs just going to ask sexual questions. Exactly. That's why I recommend the cards, because you keep it in line with that, unless you buy the adult cards. When we did the More to the Story podcast with Tahir Moore and Theron, they had cards that we did on the podcast, and they had a half a set that was sexual and some that weren't, and we had a good time.
When you get, as a man, I don't know if any other guys are like this, but every time I've asked a woman sexual questions, I kind of know the type of woman I'm dealing with as soon as I get like the first 3 answers. So where even if I got 30 questions of sex, by the time I get to the second one, depending on how they answered, it's like, all right, I know who this is. Like, if you get the answer of, it depends on the person, you're like, okay.
That's annoying. Right. And also, I'm thinking of the show that we watched on Love is Blind, where they are meeting each other through a wall for the first few weeks. You can tell which person is just about having sex with somebody, because all they have to offer as a woman is sex, because all their answers to the questions when the person's trying to get to know them is, I'm really flexible. Oh yeah, I got a lot of experience. Oh, I can't wait to meet you so I can do this. And it's like, okay, what else? Ashley White says, I thought of doing 21 questions with the person I'm intimate with, even though we have asked questions before, but more in depth. Okay, Ashley is getting some, and she wants us to know. So good for you, girl. Good for you. Ashley said, I pay attention to details in what they love and passionate about, and just surprise them with something related to it and ask more to them so I can get a better understanding. That's great. I hope they're doing the same thing to you, because that's really sweet.
Sweet girl.
It's very, very sweet. I remember that episode. You guys need to be my counselor. Great answers, y'all, Lexi says.
Deion Sanders?
Dionese, the one who asked us if we were really married.
I ain't got my glasses on, sorry. I was like, that's a dope name, because...
Or it might be Dionese. My questions might send him to the HR. Be careful, Guy Trip. Lexi says it's also a cop-out. It's also a cop-out if the other person isn't being open and honest as well. That's true. If the other person is being open. Exactly, I agree. Good question. Let me see if I can find Kev, and then we'll get to what does this say for the couples? Miss Ashley says, do y'all celebrate National Boyfriend Day or no? To the couples out there, y'all can tell us the answer to that in here.
I feel like whatever makes couples happy. I think when we get online, a lot of us hate on certain trends or the thing that everybody's doing, like challenge. But sometimes, as long as it makes you happy,
if it makes you happy. Okay, here it is. Emperor Kev asked this a couple weeks ago, and I didn't see it in time. Question for marriage go round. Emperor Kev says, can you be in a sexless relationship? Did I ask this before? In a sexless relationship with someone who has medical issues that prohibits them from having sex. Did I ask that on the air?
No.
Okay, let me say it again for editing purposes. Emperor Kev wants to know, can you be in a sexless relationship with someone who has medical issues that prohibits them from having sex?
I feel like if you love them, you have to be.
Well, it doesn't say married to them. Sexless relationship, so this could be boyfriend and girlfriend.
I mean, if you love them, you kind of have to be, unless y'all decide like there's no paperwork involved. You say, all right, look, we should be friends, or I'm gonna see you through this, or I don't know. I'm not in that situation, but I will say,
Guy Trip said, do her hands still work? Latasha Luxury says, I couldn't. Go ahead, baby.
I got nothing.
Did these medical issues occur after y'all were together, or you met them in this condition? That's what I was wondering.
That's a good question.
That's exactly what I was wondering. Because if I'm already been, we done figured out our chemistry and it's really good to both of us in the bedroom, then all of a sudden something happens and you can't do it anymore. Yeah. And that was a huge component of our relationship. That's huge.
I was on a seesaw, and when I came down,
ouch! Something is wrong with you.
Well, it was just
Now,
crazy.
Would that be a guy that said that, or would that be a woman?
You gotta know what it could be for anybody.
Okay, I wanted you to feel the pain you just put me through when you said that.
Wild.
You definitely can. You just got.
Well, y'all just got lips. We got.
You don't think there's nothing down there that's delicate?
Yeah, I think it's all delicate. I just think ours is a little bit more delicate.
That's why I don't understand why people say, when you're really brave, you got balls, because y'all's are very delicate.
Well, the thing about it is when y'all have, we don't expose our balls like that. You know
Do we expose our vag?
Yes. So.
What are you talking about?
Ma'am?
No, because ours is an innie and yours is an outie, so it's exposed all the time.
Ma'am?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ladies wear these bikinis and they wear these skin tight pants and shorts. And a lot of times you could just see the lips. And I'm like, that's crazy that you just gonna let your lip print just be out there like that. Lip print, something I should coin. That's funny. But men do not wear things where you can see their, stuff like that outside of maybe gray sweats. But men ain't out here advertising the balls because we know how sensitive they are.
Well, the new style is not to advertise, but our grandparents had the tight shorts, the tight pants, and they were letting a woman know what they were working with before they even went on that first date. Well, you could see it walking up to you in some tight white bell bottoms.
Are exposed in them lips, lip print.
Two knuckles touching. Green Ranger said,
two knuckles.
See that thing poking that thing
out.
Green Ranger answered the question with, you definitely can. You just got to smash your other girlfriend. Ooh,
Green Ranger, you got to be careful what you talking over here, baby.
Reed said there are many ways to be sexually intimate with someone. There are a lot of satisfied couples where one person is paralyzed. Wow. So basically what that mouth do.
Yeah, you're right.
That's all I heard.
The wheelchair dudes got that strength.
Them arms are crazy.
Yeah, because they got all that upper body strength. A couple of the homies in wheelchairs be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just lift her up and I push her. You be like, whoa.
Because you wouldn't be able to do that.
Well, a couple of months ago I couldn't.
Now you can. Look at my baby.
Well, if you just wanted to.
Yeah, I do.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's wild.
Crazy. Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Michelle says, if a man's peen stopped working, you think a man would be willing to use a fake one for his woman? Ooh, that's what a strap-on.
I think they would.
Ooh, but then he's not getting any pleasure, but he wouldn't get it anyway. But he'd at least have a woman that was satisfied.
Yeah. Ooh. And you could go a lot longer because nothing's going to come out. You gotta wait for her to finish. Are you there yet?
You be so patient, just like, how's that? Is it good to you? A little longer? Oh, change the angle? Okay, great.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
there we go.
Turn the game on.
Oh my God, you watching sports while you're doing it? That's
not
terrible.
me. I'm playing an actual video game.
You playing WWE?
Yeah.
There we go. This is ridiculous. Oh, men advertise quite a bit. Skinny dress suits, black Nike b-ball shorts, gray sweats. I was thinking of gray sweats when he said that. He walked out of here in his gray sweats.
I don't even like wearing my gray sweats anymore just because your mouth. Every time I throw my sweats on, she'll be like, you just gonna go out there like that?
It would be the equivalent of me having a mini skirt on with my butt cheeks hanging out the back.
No, it's not.
I sent you a picture of what it looked like in the gray sweats. And
no,
you were shocked. You were like, that's all sticking out?
Come on, man.
Yes.
You're out of control.
Exactly. They can still be intimate in other ways. They can get pleasure from giving their significant other pleasure. That's true. Y'all are sweet. All right, let's get to some of these people that are in the green room. Which one you want to go to?
Okay.
This one?
Okay. You chose.
All right, I chose. Let's go here. Welcome to the show, episode 61 of the Marriage Go Round. It is
baggy shorts and it's still gonna dance.
Hey, she posted a video and oh my goodness,
she pulled the shirt back.
The shirt up in the back.
to let you know she ain't got no waist, and to let you know that they so perky.
Husband's out here wilding with the sweats. Lexi Lex says, same Tanjareen, same. I'll wear a couple gray sweats. I will not be slut shamed. What's up, Ashley? Welcome to the show. Let us know where you're located and what is your question or suggestion about relationships.
Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm Ashley White from North Kakalaki.
Go ahead.
So my question is also to all the viewers, make sure everything is relationship related questions. They are comedians. Don't ask about them sketches or skits. This is strictly marriage go round podcast. Okay. Thank you. So my question is, what was the biggest lesson that you had learned from a previous relationship that you have applied to in your current relationship or dating wise?
Ooh, you go first.
The first thing that comes to my mind is that men are not mind readers. The guy that I dated before him, I dated for years. And I used to assume that he was going to do certain things for me or help me with certain things or offer me certain things or just know things. And I had a conversation with him, and one day he just frankly said, I can't read your mind. You have to say that, and I'll do it for you. And I was just like, because not everybody had a relationship like the one you're in where they know by the signs or the symbols or what you're doing, or maybe means, come help me with these groceries or whatever. No, you have to say it. So when he said that to me, I was like, oh. And then when I would speak what I wanted, he would do it. And I was like, okay, this is great. Babe?
Ask the question again.
What's a big lesson you learned in a previous relationship that's been important and you used it in this one?
Big lesson. Well, you know what? Big lesson that I learned was that's probably the biggest lesson I've learned in any previous relationship. Don't speak ill of your relationship, right? So my girlfriend before Tanjareen, she would say things like, yeah, I feel like your next girlfriend this, and I feel like your next girlfriend that. And the more she said that, the more I started to picture what my next girlfriend would be. And I had never had that before, as far as like thinking about the next girl I was with a girl. So when she created that, I was like, And then when I got with Tanjareen, I start saying that. And then she was like, look, we don't need to be wasting our time if you already picturing yourself with somebody else. And I was like, ooh, all right, lesson learned. So that came from the first girl.
And I ended up married to him, so it worked.
Yeah, good question.
Always show respect when you're with someone. Good question. Say what you want, say what you need. Yes, thank you, Pico. That was a great question. Clarence says listening, because Clarence wants to know too. Great question. Anything else, gorgeous?
Okay, so I just want to say shout out to y'all. Just know, shout out to y'all, because I just want to co-sign what Reggie said earlier the other day, how like y'all been an amazing blessing. For me, y'all been an amazing blessing in my life. Like the fact that, like I say, y'all have like made a huge impact on my life, especially when it comes to relationships. And I always want to make sure like I always protect and save, because I know like y'all be like, don't be putting all your eggs in one basket, and get it in and make sure it's all good. And like, plus I've been so happy. I've been very careful. So, and yeah, y'all been a blessing in my life. So I just want to let y'all know that. So,
yo, thank you. I'll hit you with this. Believe it or not, Ashley, we talk about you a lot. Like we talked about you. I feel like we were coming back over the hill from somewhere. Where were we going?
Probably the show on Wednesday that was in Redondo Beach.
Oh yeah, so it was Wednesday night. Last Wednesday night, we were driving back, and I was like, man, I really appreciate Ashley, because she actually uses the advice that we give her, and you see that she's feeling better as we get to know her and she moves forward. And I said, she's such a sweet girl. It angers me if people mistreat sweet people. So you to even say that, just know that we're always thinking of you. We're always thinking of all y'all, but that had come up on my mind as we were getting off on our exit. Yeah.
Elsel says, nah, Ashley, hit them with the donations, tithing, and building fund to show how much you appreciate. Elsel, she's been giving us so much money. It's time for y'all to send her something.
Facts. And man, oh my gosh, I love the picture so much, because it's the best picture anybody's done of us. That was an incredible job. Thank you again.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you for your question. Thank you for your kind words. We really appreciate your support. Oh my goodness, and thank you for the jiggles. Bye, girl. It's all shoulders. It's all shoulders.
Where are the nudes? All right, let's bring in what?
You have a wife.
So what? I don't have eyes.
You do.
As much as you see these dudes, you just out striking with Michael Ealy, and you asking me about
Michael Ealy.
I have a wife.
News though.
So
I'm
what?
gonna DM him see if he send me something.
He's not gonna send you. You know how many DMs he has about women asking him about news?
Jazzy, what up, Jazzy?
What up, Cobra? What up, Tay? Turn the light on. He's just swinging his knife. You're like, hey, my man.
Hey, what up, CobraTay?
CobraTay.
CobraTay. Welcome to the show. Unmute yourself. You got a choppy connection, and it's like it's a Thursday in 2020 all over again. What's up, CobraTay?
Oh, what's going on, y'all?
Chilling. What's going on, man?
Man, whew, the memes wild, man. The memes is wild.
Oh, the memes is wild.
Oh, yeah.
Catch us up with an old girl from work. How's it going?
So, we did have a conversation, and we decided we're gonna be friends. So,
okay,
because she's not looking for anything serious right now.
She decided. All right.
So, and I was like, okay, so that's cool. We're gonna be friends. And I was like, all right, let me at least take you out to the movies. Like, be friends. We can do that. You're like, no, because your other coworker trying to talk to me. He's still talking about taking me out. Like, look, that's him. He's a good guy. He's a good worker. But look, I'm just trying to take you out as friends, and we can see where it goes from there.
What did she say?
I'm like, hey. She said, all right. So we're gonna set a movie date. We're gonna probably see one of these new movies that are gonna come out.
Now here's my piece of advice.
I agree.
Don't take her out. Take her out. You in the friend zone. Cut your loss to get out of there. Right. I agree, Debt-Free Dad. However, I'm gonna say this from what I have learned about women. She gave you the answer, even though you didn't want to hear it. She told you her truth immediately, which was, I'm not interested in anything serious. I'd rather we be friends. And then you said, well, let me take you to the movies. And she was like, nah, because the other dude that we work with is still trying to take me out. That right there lets me know that she's chosen him, which is fine. And she's let you know her boundaries, which are, I'm not interested. Let's just keep things cool. I feel like for you, it'd be much better just to find another girl and to not make it uncomfortable for yourself at work. And 3, you deserve a girl that is excited about you, man. You don't need to find a girl that you're giving out all the excitement, because as y'all know, the film scene that has had the biggest impact on me in my life when it comes to women was Jason's lyric at the end when Lorenz Tate saw Jada Pinkett kissing my man in the tighty whities. That destroyed me. And I don't ever want any man to ever feel like that in real life. So for you, you headed down the inkwell if you end up dealing with this girl, because who's to say one day you don't go to work and you see them laughing and hugged up, and then when they look at you, they just stop and get back to work. Like,
we saw a video of that on Instagram where the couple was kissing, and then the friend came in, and the girl walked away.
The boyfriend.
Yeah, her boyfriend came in, so that was his friend that she was kissing, and he didn't know that she was cheating. I agree before he even said he was going to say, because I already knew from hearing what you said. She's let you know what she wanted. She's not interested in having anything like that with you. You saying, let me take you out and see where it goes, means you still have hope, but she's letting you know that she just wants to be your friend. So now at this point, you'd be wasting your money and wasting your time.
Don't waste your money.
And you are a catch. So
you're a catch, man.
Move on to somebody else that knows that.
You the Beyonce. You understand me? You got to remember you the Beyonce. Don't let her make you feel like Michelle.
There you go.
Amen?
Nothing's wrong with Michelle. We love you too, Michelle.
Amen.
CT and Tanjareen, the diagonal styles up top.
Diagonal styles?
Yeah, you got that. Is mine diagonal too? I don't know.
All right.
See, the more you press, the worse it is, CobraTay. Just be like, okay, and leave her alone. The minute you talk to someone else, she gonna be interested again. Besides, work is messy. Never eat where you crap.
Man, I agree. Like, man, you're 6'7"?
6'5".
6'5". You 6'5". I'm 6 even with the boots on. So you're 6'5". You are literally the catch. You got no kids. You tall. You lean. Come on, man. They should be chasing you. Don't you take that girl to the movies. Take another girl to the movies and then flaunt her at work. What you should do is take another. This is so toxic.
So petty.
Take another girl to the movies and then let that girl visit you at work.
I knew this was coming.
And then when she see you at work with
That's
the other girl, make sure it's on the other girl's schedule. So then when she sees you at work, she's like, oh, he got her, and then let that girl be all over you, and you be like, all right, I gotta get back to work. I'll see you again in a couple of days. She'll be like, okay, Tay. And then when the girl be like, who was that? You'd be like, oh, she's a friend of mine.
Why would you want somebody that you had to play games with? And if she doesn't see through that, then she's just immature.
You're hurting her like she hurt him.
He's not hurt. He's still ready to take her out.
And that's why he's doing it for us.
Bro, tall AF. Yes, he is slick with your 5'9" self. CT quickly adding with the boots on is hilarious.
With the boots.
Exactly. This man.
With the boots.
Sage points going down. So you're not going to take her out. We agree?
Yeah, don't take her out.
So you're going to cancel the date. Be like, you know what?
Well, he didn't set a date. He said he'll hit her.
I didn't even set a date yet. So I'm going to just tell her, something came up.
No. Don't tell her anything. Let her be the one to come to you and be like, so when are you taking me to the movies? So that way she feigns some interest and you still be like, I'll let you know. But don't tell her anything. Just keep it high and by with her. Almost real dry, very friendly.
What if she walks up to him and says, hey, what day did you want to go to the movies?
No, she's not going to do that. But these girls don't do that.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for asking us the question. I hope that you do not take her out.
Inkwell.
You are in the friend zone. And as Autumn Reed said, he just entered the friend zone. She literally told him what other dude was bringing to the table and said, you can't match it. Just accept the no. And I appreciate her for being honest with you, not stringing you along, not just wanting the attention.
Games.
She let you know right up front. So move on to somebody who's interested in you.
Who deserves
you. Deserve it.
Yeah, man. How tall is the other guy?
Shorter than me.
Oh, I like how you said that. Yeah, don't get inkwelled, man. You deserve the best.
You deserve so much more, Ashley White said.
And mind you, that little dirty macking that he did is not going to help him prosper.
I already know that.
Because I bet you her box stack. All right,
oh my goodness.
I bet you her box stack.
Do not bring the other girl to your job. You literally are allowing gossip to be created, Autumn Reed says.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Slick, I called him 5'9". He says I'm 5'6". That inch counts. I gave you more. I guarantee there's another coworker looking, Deanna says. Looking at you, hopefully is what she meant. If you take her out, go Dutch. Nope, guy, he can't take her out.
He
can't take her out. I bet she can't cook either. The box thing and she can't cook.
Box thing, she can't cook. And she wears sneakers with no socks. All right. So appreciate you, my boy. Always a pleasure.
Bye.
Yeah,
we'll check in next week.
I did want to say about the meme, about that last meme that you just read.
Yeah.
Only thing I gotta say about that one is she got to put a quarter in her ass because she played herself, man.
She played herself. She at home burning. Woo. Goodness gracious. And she doesn't even know how to tell him he burned her. You burned yourself.
She burned herself.
All right. You need to check your cash out, brother.
Oh, man.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. If you guys don't know, CT's Cash App is Team CT Entertainment is on the screen right now. Cash tag.
Oh, King Tay.
Hey.
What?
Yay.
With the 50. My God.
Really?
Thank you, King Tay.
Okay, CobraTay. Happy hold you. Yay.
Thank you, man.
Hey, look, when I'm up, we up. You already know how that goes.
We up.
Oh, I love that.
That's what I'm saying.
I love that. When I'm up, we up.
We up.
Good luck to you, Russell Westbrook. Debt-free dad said you look like Russell Westbrook.
I can see that.
Sexy Red making STDs popular. Good Lord. What is she up to now?
Man.
All right. Let me get you out of here. I got one more person in the green room. Thank you so much for sharing your story and being vulnerable enough to let us know what's going on in your life. I hope you take our advice and continue to know your worth, King.
Know your worth.
Know your worth.
Don't get inkwelled.
Peace.
Peace.
We got one more person in here. What up, Silence?
Ruined. Woo, that hurt my heart.
Yeah.
Did I tell you? Remember when I met Lorenz State for my sister?
I do remember.
Huh?
He said her name. She said, "Don't forget."
On the video?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this was more about me, but I was just, yeah, that's cool.
She is here. She's in the
You know, when you manifest stuff, I manifested.
She's been wanting to meet him for her life.
Yeah, she's been wanting to meet him her whole life, and unfortunately, the pandemic was about to happen. But I had met him on a flight, and I was like, "Oh man, can you please make this video for my sister? She loves you. My entire time in LA, I've been trying to run into you, and I have not until now. Coming back to Detroit, as a matter of fact." And he was very nice, and he did it.
CobraTay. Lawrence Tate is
Lorenz. You said Lawrence. That's two different Tates.
I also said CobraTay at first. I'm trying to say too many things. Lorenz Tate is heart eye emojis times 8 or 9. Novage Speed 3 says maybe CobraTay and Ashley should hook up. They both seem to be great people done wrong by others. We agree with that, except I have a rule in my Discord that they can't date because when it happens and ends up that they don't stay together, one of them leaves, I miss them, and people, might have things to say.
That's true. I also, man, as great as they would be for each other, I can't lose either of them.
Yeah. So they just gotta like each other from afar.
Yeah.
Dianese Saunders, or is it Saunders?
They send each other solicited nudes. Solicited.
How do I get good advice from you guys? I've been married for 14 years. I always watch you guys, just scared to talk something. You just did.
Oh, don't be scared.
You've left a few questions. If you want to get on camera, you click the link.
Come on
in the description where you're watching on Facebook, because that's the Facebook logo. Click the link in the description where the video is. It'll say click here to ask an on-camera question or something like that. You click it, you log in, and you get on camera. So maybe if you can do it in the next 3 minutes, we can get your question answered. Let's see. Y'all sound like y'all regulating love, LOL.
Regulating love? Oh, regulating love meaning we're stopping people from dating. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
She is.
I definitely am. Tiana Taylor is single. Just throwing that out there.
I worked on a show called Hip Hop Squares back in
Taylor is single?
2016. Yeah, they separated her and Iman Shumpert, remember?
So
you the one sent me that.
So Iman is available now?
Yeah, you need to see what's up. Get off my back for a while. Anyway,
I like him.
Tiana Taylor, met her at Hip Hop Square. She was very kind, but she had like this she had this very, if you say anything, not to me, but just like it was a very, what? You know what I'm saying? Like I could see that happening. And I was like, yeah, I can't have a girl that could just beat my ass.
She's really in shape. Hold on a second. Lexi just let me know that Amos Coast sent 9,525 stars.
Hey, yo.
That equals $95 because each star is a penny, right?
I think each star is
It's a penny.
Yeah.
So this is $95.
That's $95 or $9.
No, it's $95.
Oh, 900 would be $9. So 9,000 is $90. Thank you for her.
Thank you for both of us.
She doesn't give me the money, guys.
I do share half of everything. These kisses.
Those kisses are for you.
These kisses are just for you, Amos Coast. And
he gets slow what kisses?
If it's over $50,
yeah, it's
slow wet kisses. So let me.
Yeah, I'm not giving you a hug because this is all she covers the money.
That's not true.
She tucks it. She be tucking that money. Yeah, and what's funny is
hey,
all right.
It's me and Amos this time.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Thank you so much, Amos Coates, for sowing seeds onto this tangerine tree all the way in the Netherlands. It is 9 hours ahead where you are. It's the middle of the night. Thank you so much for being up and watching this and sending us some money while we're sitting here on strike unemployed.
She loves Iman Shumpert. We be watching that show that he's on, and every time he comes on screen, she's just like, and all of that. And I'm like, hey,
I make the sound.
Handsome guy, tall guy.
He has braids.
I wish you the best.
He has confidence.
He got it all.
I wonder if they are breaking up because he's so intimate on the show.
I doubt that would be something that would
But we
break them
keep
up.
seeing people like the other couple on the show broke up with the person he was dating that was a twin. He's on that show and the other show with our friend Kareem Grimes.
He's a twin. He's on the show.
No, the girls are twins. One of the twins was dating the guy who's on the show that we were talking about that Iman's on, and they got a divorce.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
It's like when one couple is successful at first. It's still a TV show. One person's a successful first in a relationship, and things have a certain dynamic, and then you start to see the other person booking more things and having more success. Sometimes that relationship doesn't last, and sometimes that person is intimate on camera with another person. It might be hard for the real lover to see.
You know what? I agree to a certain extent, but like you have been booking more TV shows than me in the past 2 years or so, 2 or 3. I don't know. I don't really care, but I'm really excited for you. I don't really ever have any jealousy. And these are like big shows that you're on.
Well, thank you.
Maybe because I think the reason I don't care and other actors do is because I have other things to occupy my time talent-wise. I think a lot of people who just do one thing will probably be like, oh, this person is getting more here because I only do this.
What happens if I become somebody who's on a much more popular show, like a Game of Thrones, and everybody's talking about the show and everybody's talking about my character?
Up the ante.
And I have bought another house that I pay for everything for, and you can stay there if you like. But I just have all this money and all this time. And every time we go somewhere, somebody's asking you to hold the camera to get a picture of me with them.
Yeah. Well, I said up the ante. Well, first of all, I'm going to check you because you said, what if I buy another house? And I say, oh, you can stay there anytime you want. That was kind of a flex. But beyond that, I'm saying up the ante. Like, let's start bringing the things that I care about. And let's say you start succeeding in avenues bigger than me there. Let's say you start going on like a world tour and you're doing nothing but arenas and your name is on the marquee and you're on a Game of Thrones type show and you're making so much money and everywhere we go, people are asking me to hold the camera. Don't care. I'll tell you why I don't care is because I'm still the GOAT, and beyond me being a GOAT, I will then have the money to fund my dreams because your money is my money.
So you gonna take my money and fund your dreams?
Don't you take my money and fund yours?
Yes.
So what's the problem here? What are we talking about?
So you'll be cool with it.
I'm gonna be doing
you'll be cool with it.
Clayton's Got Talent every Thursday.
Hilarious!
Hey guys, Clayton's Got Talent. Clayton's Got Talent.
You can stay
we
there
got rappers, poets, actors, dancers, singers, dancers.
You can stay there if you like. It's wild, Napalm.
That's what I'm saying, Napalm. You actually said that? Like, I would never talk to her like that.
But
she threw that in her example.
I was trying to get you to, I was trying to trigger something so you could be like, yeah, that would be the last straw.
It's not going to trigger me. I mean, you would buy me things. I would be going places. And also, at that point, I would kind of be disrespected if you didn't have an assistant that would take the pictures for you. Like, if I have to take the pictures, are you really succeeding? You should have
a lot of people out that don't have an assistant when they're at the airport.
They should be taking pictures for you.
Running errands. I don't care if my wife inherited $1 million. I could care less. It's hers, in my opinion. I'm just saying. Debt-free dad says.
I'm gonna be cheering you on, but also I'm not gonna purpose. Some spots I will just meet you at. Like, I'm not about to be taking that many pictures.
See?
I'll take 4 or 5, but that's just me in general. I don't like taking pictures of anybody. It's not even about my wife.
Yeah, and I'd love to see my wife shine. It's our money, Doug says. Miss Cheryl is laughing.
I want to see you win more than you want to see yourself win.
Appreciate that. Full house husband energy.
I just am not taking a million pictures.
And that is what people will be asking for when I blow up. CT, you are a secured man, and Tanjareen never talked down or disrespected you in any form or fashion. Thank you, Latasha.
Well, she did with that.
Not even jokingly.
She did that one.
Thank you.
But I will say I said something about Tanjareen the other day that I was like, that was dope. Oh, I was talking to some comedians, and we were talking about how much we appreciate our wives and how much work our wives have put in and all of that. And I said, I remember one of the times early on we were dating and Tanjareen was just paying for everything. And we went to this restaurant. We had the valet, and I didn't know you were supposed to tip the valet. And I also didn't have any money to tip the valet. And she on the low slid me like $10 or $20 and was like, give that to him. And I was like, all right. And I gave it to the guy. And he was like, thank you, sir. And I was like, oh, she did this to maintain my masculinity. So she didn't what's the word? Emasculate me. And I was like, man, I respected that so much. There are very few women who would do that. And I liked it. And I was like, man, that was so dope.
So please save this episode, guys, for after I blow up. Make sure that he doesn't get mad or try to leave me or the tables don't turn, because he said it on camera that he will stick through it thick and thin. My wife definitely makes more than me. It's a blessing, Guy Tripp says.
Yo, I don't think y'all understand. I've said this a million times. My mom and sister have made more money than their men over my whole life. So I didn't look at I don't look at things how typical men look at things. Like, they look at it like, I'm the man and I need to be doing this. And if I'm making less money than her, then I got to pay everything. We ain't going out. I'm like, please. I grew up with my mom and my sister taking care of me. Please go make more money than me.
Please.
So I can sit here and play my game and not be bothered.
I don't know what this question means. I thought you had to pay for valet parking, though. Yes, I gave him the money so he could pay for it. Doug says, I've had my broke days, and my lady had to do that a time or two. She tried her hardest not to emasculate me as a man. That's great. And sounds like you're still with her.
Hey, you remember when Mama was dating that mechanic dude? And he, I can't remember his name. It started with an L. Yeah. And he wasn't making a lot of money, but she liked him, but she didn't like how he dressed. And she was buying him all these clothes. I remember thinking, like, man, what a good deal. You just get
good deal.
all these free clothes from the woman that you're with.
Oh, Jazzy said, hey, just to let y'all know, the diagonal thing was a compliment on the bang and the braid up. The don't braid
I get it now.
Thank you very much. All right, let's get to this last person because we're already at an hour.
Are we?
You try to always make it an hour and 20 minutes.
Imagine if we started at 4. Ladies
it would
and gentlemen.
still be an hour. It doesn't matter what time we start. It's still been an hour since we got on the camera.
Well, that's better.
So it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So
imagine we started before.
If we talk less about the other stuff and just keep the relationship stuff in here.
Look, do you want to do this show or not? Because I'm trying to add something to your little show.
My little show?
Yeah.
Our amazing podcast.
I'm trying to add something to our little show.
It's not little.
What is it?
It's an
big
amazing
and amazing
podcast, yes. People love it.
Are you gonna
welcome to the show. It's Slick Tafari.
Slick Tafari.
The teeth are looking good. The teeth are looking great.
You muted. We can't hear you.
Oh, wait. Hold on, Slick. I totally forgot that I had started this question. Hold on. It says, Debt-Free Dad, question. If you got an inheritance of $200,000 and the only bills you have is a mortgage, CT, would you share it with your wifey? Inheritance is not marital property, FYI.
Would I share $200,000 with my wife? Yes. We've already broken down if we were to come into large sums of money.
We just talked about this last week.
Yeah, I said how much I would give my mother and my sister, what I would be spending a lot of the portion on, and how much I would give Tanjareen in that portion. And she agreed and was not slighted at all.
Yes. Thank you for your question. Great question.
Great question.
Slick is in Pearl's sunroom study. Not Pearl, some old person.
Pearl.
He put his glasses
He put
on.
the glass.
What's up, Slick Tafari? Welcome to the show.
The falsettos is
Running out of time,
crazy.
baby. Let him tell us where he is.
He
and what
got
he
us
wants to do.
there.
The falsettos is crazy. Like, I'm vibing.
Where are you located? What do you want to say about relationships?
I'm in Detroit, Michigan, and
That's a W for West Coast.
It's not for West
You
Coast.
can't throw that up for Detroit. Can you put it? Can you do D?
That's
hey,
West.
y'all
Thank
took
you.
that from us.
We didn't take it from you. It's from the west side of Detroit.
Mac 10, West Coast, California people made this up.
Are you saying that Mac 10 was the first human in
To
history
go like this and say
to
West?
twist his fingers and make a W?
It's both fingers up, two twisted in the middle. Yes.
It's a W. It's not hard to do that.
You could also do
People
this.
ain't gonna do that.
You could also have done this.
That's
You
the
did.
U.
That's the
This is a
Wu-Tang.
W.
That's the U
No,
for
this is a W.
Florida.
That's not a U. And if anybody in Florida thinks it's a U, that's
The
because
U.
they live in Florida.
H-U.
Yes,
No,
that's
that's
not
what
what
they
you
be doing.
Slick Tafari. Oh my goodness. Sing
Always
pretty
starting
Ricky for
stuff.
us. I remember Tupac doing it before Mac 10 did it for
How
me.
about- I'll take
Still
that.
California.
No, he's
not
from-
Detroit.
He's from Baltimore.
But he claims the West
He's
Coast.
from
He
Baltimore.
claims the West Coast. It was a West Coast, East Coast beef.
Oh, sure.
And he was on the West
He's
Coast
from
side.
Baltimore.
This is what he threw up. You guys can throw up the D. I'll give you this. Anyway, Slick Tafari.
If we're doing that, I'm sorry, Slick Tafari. If we're doing that, then Jay-Z made the dynasty sign better than the Deltas. Now what are we doing?
Well, because he's trying to do
Oh.
a diamond, and we're doing a pyramid. So, see the difference? This is a diamond.
Uh-huh.
This is a pyramid.
So y'all,
Triangle, diamond.
got it.
so
You got
the Deltas don't do that?
No, not if they're doing it correctly.
They do that.
It's a pyramid.
Get out of town. What's up, Slick
Anyways,
Tafari?
don't get me started.
What's going
The new
on,
Board of
man?
Education confirms that's a U. That's ridiculous if this is a U.
Talk to us, man.
Oh.
Well, I
Agreed.
kind of got an update for y'all, and I want to answer that question that somebody asked earlier about
Well, answer the question first, then give us the update.
Okay. The question I believe was, could you have a relationship with a handicapped person?
Oh, could you be in a relationship where the person couldn't have sex with you because of medical reasons?
Yes. I had a best friend in high school. She was wheelchair bound. Me and her was like close, like real, like best friends. I walked her to class. I pushed her. I helped her. So after high school, we kind of talked and we wanted to, date. We had a good year in before, she moved on, and we never had sex. We never was, we were flirtatious, but we never and took it that far.
Not even kissed or
did she whack you off?
Handy?
No, we kissed, but she never did that.
Did you have urges and you just pleased yourself? Because it's high school.
No, me and her were cool like that. Like when I say best friends, it was like we wasn't on no, sexual type time.
So why'd y'all break up?
Wait, he didn't answer my question.
He did.
I said, did you have urges and how did you please yourself? And his response was, we were best friends. Did you have urges and did you please yourself? In high school, your hormones are crazy.
I was with other women at the time, other girls.
The plot always thickens with Slick Tafari, ladies and gentlemen.
She was my best friend.
The answer is can you be with somebody that can't have sex with you because of a physical condition or a health issue? The answer is yes, because I'll sleep with someone else. That's your answer.
No, we didn't have the relationship till after high school, and then we dated for a year. We were together for a year.
So during the year, how did you
the urges? I kind of didn't have. I couldn't say I didn't have any, but they wasn't that strong to, push the envelope. I already know how far we could take it as being best friends. We talked about everything. So I already know how far we could take it. She really couldn't have sex because it was a medical problem to where organs were, misplaced and she couldn't use her legs. And so we never took it that far. We never even really thought about it, but we talked about it kind of.
Why did y'all break up?
I had urges, and before I took the urges, to that level, before I, did it, we had a talk and we had an understanding. Like me and her we talk to this day, and she's actually married.
What?
Yes, she's married.
Good for her.
So has she figured out a way to have sex?
That I really haven't asked her nothing about that. Like it's ever since she got married, I never asked her sexual questions. I stopped.
Yeah, it's none of your business at that point. You had your chance. And you knew what you signed up for when you got it. Autumn Reed says, Slick definitely has experience with this. His last 6 lady friends are spokespeople for Life Alert and a medical equipment company.
Yo, get off me, yo.
You out of control.
Yo, crazy.
Folks, if this is your first episode, Slick Tafari likes to date older women, but he won't date anybody under 30. He's 28, but he's going to keep it closer to his age now after finding out that he was dating someone whose son was close to his age, and that caused some tension in the relationship, and they have now stopped dating each other. Go on, Slick.
And so she's good. We're both good. She got a whole husband and all that.
Guy Tripp said if she got married, that box got boxed.
I believe. I hope so. I actually hope so.
Give us the update.
Okay, so I went on a date with the girl. I'm gonna just say her name is Destiny.
Okay.
Interesting choice of name because this is the one with the mushrooms in the backyard, right?
Yeah. It ended up being like a social thing.
So people were there.
More people were there.
Okay.
Everybody were tripping. We had a nice time. Everybody was like even. And we ended up branching off. Like we separated and start socializing with other people. So
swingers party.
At the end of the night, she became sis.
Oh, so y'all were just friends by the end of it.
I went there with intentions on dating her, but like seeing her vibe, and then it was like, well, okay, she's mingling. I'm like, so okay, I know what type of time she on. Let me mingle. And she didn't have a problem with it, so I was like, oh, okay. She might.
Is she the type that's earthy and free spirited and wanted to date you and a couple other people at the party?
That's what it seems like.
I'm free spirited, but I'm traditional.
Respect.
You know, so
Okay.
Meaning that's exactly what you wanted, and
Yeah,
you
and
are
you're
not
not ready
interested.
for that.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I could tell. You're just tuning in. He met someone he was super excited and giddy about when he told her about us on Wednesday. He couldn't stop grinning when he explained it. They had a date coming up, and she was going to give him mushrooms, and they were going to have a great time. And this is the outcome. Slick gonna end up with multiple will settlements. He smacked one time just to see. Swinger party for Rizzy. Well, so she's just sis now because she's a little more free spirited than you're ready for.
Yeah.
I get it.
And how old is she?
She was 32.
Okay.
Oh, she's young with the.
But
with
older than him?
Yeah.
All right. She was throwing cat. Tasha. She said there were two different types of time. It happens though. Well, Slick said they were on two different types of time. It happens though. Slick was so cool, they felt bad plotting to rob him, so they didn't.
Hey, you never know.
Well, anything else you want to let us know, sir? Because I love your stories. I love this dating life that you have. I need you to get on some dating apps. I need new stories every week.
Full of adventures.
I don't want to do that. no dating that.
No.
I appreciate y'all. It's like when I started like coming on these, podcasts, I was nervous as hell. I didn't feel like sharing anything. I'm an introvert, so me getting on camera is not really my thing, but y'all broke that for me, and I appreciate that. Like,
yay.
I'm more out there now, so I appreciate y'all.
You're the best, man. You're one of the most interesting people I've ever ran across, so I'm glad to meet you, man, and to have you be part of this, and for you clicking in.
Yeah, you got better with your lighting, because when you first used to come on my other shows, it looked like we couldn't even see you. And now now we can see you, handsome guy. You got these funny stories. You come on to my Tanjareen's Top Talent and perform. So you've been a great asset to both of our teams. So thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
We got to get out of here. But yeah, that was a good update. She's about that life, and you are not.
Yeah.
Next week.
See you next week, man. Go find somebody so we can have
love y'all.
Bye. Love you too, man.
Good old Slick Tafari. The glow up is real. Ashley White is also somebody who was a little more shy, introverted, and now she's who she is. All right, what you got going on, baby? We gotta get out of here. We got events tonight.
Let it go. Let's see. Tonight, going to support a friend for an episode of TV that they wrote that we can't talk about, and then tomorrow, we're performing, hosting Barry Brewer's comedy special taping in Beverly Hills at a theater. Happy for that guy.
Yeah.
And
1900 seat theater. We're co-hosting it.
Friday, we're gonna go to Words Are Dope Fly Poet event, taking my sister. And then Saturday, I'm performing at the Stand-Up Comedy Club in Bellflower, where I'm gonna also be very funny.
Also, always funny.
Yep. And then my sister leaves, and then that's it.
Then I will get some rest because we have a lot planned. Please let me know what you guys think the topic of today's episode should be. We had a lot of great topics, a lot of great questions from you in the audience, as well as in the Discord, as well as the memes. So let me know which one would make somebody want to click it and watch the whole episode so I can make the thumbnail, have that on it. If you're watching on YouTube, all of your comments have been in the live chat on the side. They're going to go away and there's going to be nothing under the video. So please go leave a comment about something you loved or didn't like, whatever.
Is
about
revenge
the show.
The best revenge?
Needs to be more specific about relationships.
Okay.
But yeah, he's going to help. Let me know what you think it should be.
That's all I have.
Leave a thumbs up on YouTube. Leave a positive emoji underneath Facebook. Thank you so much for watching. Join my Discord. It's free. We're in there hanging out. We had a great time in there last night. And this episode was dope. Y'all are a couple goals. Thank you, Doug. This show is going to... appreciate y'all. Shaking them. Yes, I wish I was in LA to be a part of the Barry Brewer taping. What that mouth do? That's the name of the episode, Napalm.
That's funny.
It might be a good to ask about the having sex. Can you be in a relationship if somebody can't have sex with physical? If I word it a certain way.
Yeah, that's good. Could you be in a relationship with someone who can't be physical because of what did you call it?
I'll have to read how he worded it and try to shorten the words. But we had some great questions. This is a great episode. We actually went 14 minutes over. And join the Discord for Twerk Something, Ashley said. Ashley, calm down.
The news. In like a group chat. It could be me, you, and her in a group chat.
The way you copped out of that.
Sending the news.
Bye, you guys. CB Golfers Team Replay. If you're watching the replay, type in #Team Replay. We love you guys so much because we wouldn't have anybody to talk to if it weren't for you guys. Have a blessed day. Peace.